Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1105, and today's topic is hydro technology, and this technology is sustainable for water scarcity in arid area like Borno state or some other northern part of Nigeria. I mean in any country where you have dry climate and scarcity of water, this technology is very much in use. And here it is important to mention the water status today globally. As per UNO's latest report, 1.3 billion people out of 8 billion today's population, they don't have access to safe drinking water, which is called potable water. And 2.6 billion people, they don't have access to water for sanitation and waste disposal. This is very important to note that, more than 2 billion, or we can say almost 3 billion population, up to 45%, they don't have access to the water for sanitation and for waste disposal. That's why in many mega cities, lot of pollution is there because of waste material is disposed. And here this technology that is called hydropanel technology, it is based on harvesting of the water from air. If I say air, means it is humid air. And this technology is latest one, emerging new technology. And why I am giving emphasis on this technology, because I know in Borno state, the water scarcity, especially the safe drinking water, is very important. And even for sanitation also, it should be free of lot of contamination and particulate, the pollutants, in terms of bacteria, virus, or some other undesired pollutants. So for that, this hydropanel technology is one of the best options. And only thing is that it is little bit cost effective, but the government or some other organizations, offices, schools, universities, they can install and they can harvest water with the help of this hydropanel and combining with the energy source, that is solar panel. So this technology will be very effective with only in installation. It will cost, just like here in Maiduguri we are using solar panel. When we are installing solar panel, in the case of solar panel, first we are putting solar panel. That solar panel is connected to DC-AC inverter to convert direct current into alternate current, and again we are keeping battery so that if there is excess energy during sunshine period, it can be stored. So when there is sunset, it can be released and used. That is the solar technology. So that solar energy, once it is installed, it is there for 25 years. That investment means for 25 years it is zero investment to get the energy and to convert it into electrical energy, that solar energy. Here if we are linking or attaching our hydro panel with solar panel, then solar panel will supply the energy by converting the same way DC into AC, and then that energy will be used for condensation. And there the columns are there. In that column, the hydrophilic silica gel adsorbent is filled, and from humid atmosphere, air, all the water molecule will be absorbed in that adsorbent, and after that the hot air is pumped through that column, and that will extract all the water molecules and it will go to the condenser. There are different type of condensers, and there all the water molecule will be condensed and the water will be released, that is without vapor or humidity, and that one again will catch the water, and that water will again enter into that hydrophilic material. It will be absorbed, whatever water is there, and again it will be released by hot water. That is the principle of the machine. I am not going to discuss inside, but I have given the basic principle. And nowadays in India, to my knowledge, very, very good, sophisticated, very compact machines, or we can say fridge type devices are produced, and their capacity depends upon the solar panel. Someone will give in one day during daytime up to 30 liter. It can go from 30 liter to 250 liter. Depends upon the type of hydropanel is installed. And this project is very, very effective, will be very, very effective and feasible in dry, arid zone like Borno state. Actually, in Borno state, to my understanding, and other harvesting of rainwater is also will be okay if we can harvest the rainwater, and that rainwater from the top roof will be collected by putting 3 sets of water filter. One set with charcoal, second set with sand and stone, and third set with some net, microfine net, and so that all the particulate, dust particle, and all possibility of different type of toxic metals all will be filtered out, and then you can store it underground tank up to millions of liters during the rainy season, and that from that time it can be used. So that is the harvesting of water from rain. Here it is the harvesting of water without rain, means from air, from atmosphere. Whatever water is hanging in the form of vapor, that is called humidity, from that we can get. And this technology people are trying for many years, but today it became very effective because of the improvement day by day. So now it is drastically improved, and in Indian system now, what type of they are using, that is hydropanel technology to collect the water. First is, which is very important, especially in Maiduguri or Borno state, or even in the northern part of the Nigeria, lot of dust particles are flooded, or fly ash is coming, dust particles are coming from Sahara desert. And today, you may be knowing, just yesterday there was news that now New York is suffering from dust particle because some fly ash came from Canada. And there the water, the air became polluted. And many of the children, they had some asthmatic condition, some respiratory problem. So now, dust storm, I am going to deliver one lecture on dust storm because it is becoming nowadays more and more frequent everywhere. Not only in Maiduguri, but even in India, in New York, in Europe. So this is a type of, very different type of climatic change, frequent occurring of dust storm, dusty air. And that dusty air, it is having lot of allergy, especially those who are having weak respiratory system, those who are asthmatic. I am going to deliver one lecture on that, how to take care of that. But here, so for that, we have to put air filter and make sure that that filter in India, what they are putting, it can filter off up to 2.5 micron particle. That is enough to filter off all the dust. And after filtration of the dust particulate or of any type of particle in the air with water, with humidity, it is clear, and then it will enter into that all machine I have already told you, and finally when it is going to be collected, there ultraviolet lights are there where it is condensed, so that under that ultraviolet light 99.9% water is free of any type of microbe, because microbe is also one of the factor and particulate also another factor. So when we are collecting the water, it is free of dust, it is free of microbe, and 100% guarantee that it is okay, and the pH of the water is between 6.8 to 7, it is almost neutral. So that is the best water to use for drinking purpose. And for, to my understanding, after going through the literature, American and Europeans, they are using per capita water, including sanitation, gardening and drinking, up to 300 to 400 liters per day. In Asian countries like in India, except in few arid zone area, we are using up to 200 liters per capita per day. And in African countries, it goes in two figure, 70-80 liters per day per head. And I am sure about Maiduguri, it is not more than 30 to 40 liters per head per day. Means if suppose, I mean this is my rough calculation on the basis of number of people in the family. If suppose husband and wife are there with 4 children, this is average, somewhere it may be 7-8 children, it is the family of 6. So 6 family means if 30 liters each jerrycan means you are going to use at least 6 jerrycan of water of the capacity of 30 liters. And if all the 6 jerrycans are used in one day, still it is more here, because I am sure that they are managing in such a way so that 6 jerrycan what they are purchasing, and that water is contaminated with lot of impurities. So they are using that water for their sanitation purpose, for their cooking purpose, washing purpose, and for drinking purpose. So how to increase the per capita consumption of water in Borno state? We have to rush to new emerging water technologies and to create new infrastructure of water. Just only drilling the borehole is not going to solve problem. It is not, we cannot sustain, because level of the underground water is going down day by day unless we recharge it. And the recharging method best is the harvesting of rainwater. That is what I have mentioned. And this one, the latest one what I am talking of, hydropanel technology. This is very good and extremely pure water, and it is guaranteed that there is no any contamination. pH is okay, biologically, from microbiology point of view it is okay, from any toxicology point of view, that is toxic metals, lead and all this, arsenic is free of all this, so it is very much feasible. So this one is, recommended to go for hydropanel technology, and energy support is from solar panel. And let me mention here, today globally there are 5 emerging technologies which are used to harvest water from air. And these 5 technologies are, there are 5 technologies to extract water from humid air. First one is, that is fog net technology, that is passive. Fog net means where all the fogs are there and you are just putting some type of net and that it is collected once it is melted. That is called fog net. By putting net you can collect. Technology. Second one is hydrophilic condensation, that is passive. On that basis I have already mentioned, with the help of hydrophilic we can use. And then third one is thermoelectric technology, that is active. And fourth one is desiccant technology. This desiccant technology I have discussing, that is your hydropanel technology, a sustainable solution to water scarcity. I can add one more, in arid zone or more specifically in Bordeaux state. And the fifth one is, that is vapor compression technology. In desiccant technology, hydrophilic material is put and humid air is passed through it. In this case, moisture is left absorbed by silica gel adsorbent, that is called hydrophilic, and dry air is left. Hot air is passed through desiccator to remove water from coming air and pass through condenser, and here condensation of the water will take place and all the water is condensed and it is collected. So I have given here just a very rough sketch diagram that what type of chemistry is involved, and all this hydropanel technology inside, they are going to follow the same principle, how to extract water from humid air or from atmosphere. So this what I have given here, first thing is that here it is impure humid air from atmosphere, is all dust and dirty particles are here, is air filter. Just like we have seen in our car, the same type of principle is applied. This is more powerful filter of air. So it will filter out all the dust particles of the size of particulate matter up to 2.5 micron. Up 2.5 micron, very, very minute, teeny particles will be filtered out. And then it will pass, that is air, clean air. Clean air will pass to a heat exchanger. And in this heat exchanger there are this hydrophilic material like silica gel and others. And with that, this one will extract the water from this adsorbent, and it is a buffer tank with lot of saturated water will be there, and this one will pass to different condenser. These condensers are there, means they are a coil where running water is there, or any other method where all the saturated vapor is immediately condensed, and in that condensation process it is under the lamp of ultraviolet light, so that again the second filtration is taking place, where if there is chance of any microbe, it will be knocked down by UV lamp, and after that filtration and your final tank will be there, pure drinking water from 30 to 250 a liter per day we can collect. So this is the diagram of your basic principle of the water extracting from air. Dust and dirt removal. This is very important section, because in most of the cases the conventional panel, this hydropanel what people are using, because now day by day technology is becoming very advanced. So everybody wants that it should be free of microbe, it should be free of any toxic particles. So for that, double filtration of air and water is necessary, so that it is guaranteed that it is passing all the tests. Because water chemistry, don't take it lightly, is a very important part of our body. Water is medicine. We are not solid human being. We have 67 to 70% water. So we are fluid. We are not solid human beings. So everything is controlled, pH and everything by water. And if contaminated water, most of the time, regularly, frequently we are using, it is going to affect our organs. That's why it is better to improve our quality of life by drinking pure water. So that is dust and dirt removal. Internal air filters remove dust and dirt particles up to the size of particulate matter, that is 2.5 micron. It's a very teeny particle it can filter off, and it is up to 99.7. Up to 99.7 filtration means I consider it 100% removal, ensuring air entering the system is clean, and we will be collecting drinking water extremely pure. So here I have taken how to install the hydro panel and solar panel, the whole unit or project. I have given the hint because if I am going in detail, it will take 1 hour even for this to explain everything. But here in Maiduguri, I have seen most of the people now I can see in the university campus, they are having solar panel project. So their 50% work is already done. Only you have to link or attach or connect the hydro panel. Energy, solar energy is already converted from DC into AC, and they are already receiving that. Should be channelized to hydro panel. So it's not very complex matter, it's very simple. So installation of hydro panel with solar panel. Number one, using solar panels are a source of energy from sun. That is the main thing. Otherwise, in most of the cases where electricity is stable and it is in excess production or normal, they are using socket as a source of energy, and that energy they are using. But here, to make the energy content zero, means once it is installed, at least for 25 years you are not going to pay anything for your energy source, and that can be used to activate the hydro panels. Following equipments are required. A, hydro panels. So you first, most important part of this project is hydro panels, and it is the main component of the project to collect water from air. I am not going to discuss much about this because it has lot of variables, so that can be discussed later on once we are going to install the hydro panels. B, solar panels. These panels will convert sunlight into electricity, and that DC into AC by inverter. We are already familiar, and then DC AC wiring is done separately. C, charge controller we are putting here so that excess charge is not going to battery, so that it is overcharged or destroyed. D, batteries. We are using batteries. These are used to store the excess energy during sunlight, and then when it is night we can use it. Water storage tank. This tank stores the collected water from air by hydropanel unit. And F, that is plumbing. Plumbing is also required, and these fixtures are used to connect the pump, water, storage tank and hydropanel units, because we cannot do, only plumber can do all the connectivity of water tank, panels and all these things. And then G, mounting brackets. These mounting brackets are used to make sure that those panels which are installed, they are having fixed position and strongly it is stable. These brackets are used to support and secure the hydrogen panel and solar panel units. And last but not the least, monitoring. For any project, any unit, any industry, monitoring is very important to check to see the optimum output by that project. Monitoring system is used to track the system performance for optimum output. So hydropanel technology to harvest water from air, especially in arid zone, Sahara Desert, Borno State, is highly recommended, and it is going to reduce the scarcity of drinking water as well as for different purposes, because we will get enough water harvested from air starting from 30 liter to up to 250 liter. With this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.